Thank you for being here so early on. Hopefully, you've had a good day so far. And hopefully it's bound to get just a little bit better. Or else. Alright. What in the hell? Yes, I always arrive exactly when I mean to. That's true. Just like well, there's only two things in life that are consistent. Inconsistency, and you smashing that like button and subscribing. We'll be ready to go to the AI, but maybe we need to bump up those. Still, highest rank on the team, which means I'm sorry, team. You ever figure out your GFX stuttering? No. I'm not sure what it is. Probably have to rejiggle my GPU. I will say this: it only happens after I play AoE 4, and a lot of people are having issues with AoE 4 crashing with the new update. So I've restarted my PC and not opened AoE 4 and haven't had the issue, but we'll see if it happens tonight. Perhaps there's not enough light. Have you refreshed? Has this person refreshed the stream? How would they know? Speaking like I'm not live right now. It's like, Winter, I know you from your YouTube videos, which comes as a shock, too. You know, you get the curated Winter experience, whereas the raw Winter experience is something different.
Please choose your starting location.
What if I don't want to? Forget how to do allies chat. Alt enter. You know what? Wait, what's the correct orientation? Left or right? How do you feel about the new voice? So, as someone who's an announcer in the game, one, I like it. Two, there's a lot more lines that are added, of which I'm in the process of doing my own. But I think a lot of people are noticing it. One, because it's different, but two, because there's like twice as many. Like they've now added units lost, units under attack, commander under attack, base under attack. This sort of kind of, I guess, common RTS lines that were just sound effects before. All right. I don't know what he means by that, but yeah, there's a lot more added in. That and like the tech and detection stuff. In fact, like I'm telling you, there's about almost twice as many lines now. Including some of the many more common ones. Want to give us a preview of one of your new lines? They didn't tell me your mother was coming. Oh, sorry. Behemoth ready. No, I would rather not. Wait, is there... There's Reclaim. There's Reclaim. All right.
Low power.
They mean low power. This is a wind map, but it goes to 0, which is always a bit of a spicy time.
Low power.
Can get some energy with Reclaim, but... Oh, Tidal is 25, actually? That's probably worth... Yeah. Wait. Yeah. Grunts can go over that.
Enemy units detected. The whole team is wasting energy.
Well... Let's see what we can get out of this. I'll put some titles up here, I guess. Wait, can they even shoot? They're underwater entirely. It looks like you can cross with grunts. Oh, that's interesting, yeah. I think torpedoes can work there. Actually. Did Thugs get a new thumbnail? It's pretty sick. Now this is, yeah, this is interesting. Let's see. I'm just getting a torpedo launcher, why not?
Low power. Units under attack. Unit lost. Battle paused.
Oh yeah. Frontlining is the hardest role, and also about 85% of the roles. Like, if we get enough likes, we can bring this guy some new internets. So, let's see. I am grabbing the metal, plus 11. There's a bunch on the ground here, including the... I'm not convinced. It looks like I can shoot it, but that's like shooting a torpedo in a bathtub here. So there's flanking damage, which I believe I have the settings enabled to show, but which does extra damage to, so when a unit hits from a certain side, then the damage hit from other sides increases it up to, I think, double from the other side. So like this grunt is hitting the commander. This grunt, if it starts hitting, will do double damage from the back. Which is why it's, I think that is like every 5 seconds or so it resets. I'm not exactly sure all the details. But it's much better to surround a unit than to attack off from one side. That's the summary. And that's why you can easily get swarmed as a commander by smaller units. Pawns are especially good at that, but... Let's see, generally... See if we get him.
Battle.
Ideally, we kill him or I can come eat the commander, but I don't think I'll get him, but I'll light him up so hard that... it's so close. We can push him off this area entirely. I'm gonna use that metal for a construction turret.
Low power. Friendly commander destroyed.
What?
Battle paused.
This looks bad. Rockets can't hit each other, right? That's an angle. So the problem is if he goes down, he's going to take his Centurion with it.
Your dedication will be rewarded.
I can take us.
Pay more bar.
Here we go again.
Battle resumed. Friendly commander destroyed.
He traded.
Enemy commander destroyed.
It's not the worst. Slurped. No, watch out, dodge, bro. Ah. Okay, well.
Metal extractor lost.
What? Oh, yeah.
Overflowing metal.
What? My torpedoes.
Commander under attack. Base under attack. Radar lost. Battle paused.
Okay, like... If your commander goes, are you just out of the game? No. You're not out of the game till your entire team loses their commanders. In 1v1, yes. In
I
1v1,
am uncertain you deserve.
you've lost all the commanders on your team. Yeah, the commanders are important but drop off dramatically until the very end game where they become important again for degunning top tier units. But we're already kind of moving past the phase where commanders are super important. Now they're just very important. Like right now on the ground, there is 3,000 metal there. Speaking of, I probably... No. Gonna get some thugs. Honestly, should be building more forward stuff. I only have 200 energy, which means I can't realistically support tier 2. And wind is as high as it's gonna get. I just don't have enough energy production.
Battle resumed.
So the missile trucks technically outrange.
Commander under attack.
Fine. Just dodge.
Commander under attack. Metal extractor lost. Commander under attack.
Thugs are so good. Maybe too good. I'm getting so much from this. He targeted my repair bot, but at what cost?
Base under attack.
And he also has thugs, so... His teammate does.
Commander under attack.
They have ships.
Unit lost. Base under attack. Metal extractor lost. Your team reached Tech 2. Enemy commander destroyed. Commander under attack. Commander under attack. Commander under attack. Enemy commander destroyed. You are overflowing metal. No power.
I am uncertain you deserve that.
Tech 2 unit ready. Enemy commander destroyed. Friendly commander destroyed. Metal extractor lost. Tech 2 unit detected. Base under attack. extractor lost. Base under attack. Low power. Low power.
That'll happen.
I am uncertain you deserve that.
Commander under attack. Metal extractor lost. Low power.
No.
Destroyed. Metal extractor lost. Base under attack. Radar lost. Low power.
Well, yeah. Booted hard carry. That's why the matchmaking is such a struggle. So essentially, he's like a Masters or GM. Everyone else on his team was Platinum.
I am uncertain.
Whereas we capped out at Diamond, like me and the other players. Except imagine if Cyril... Like, imagine if Cyril was on your team, except his bases could just keep getting more resources. Imagine if Cyril could somehow make his drones turn more mineral patches into more mineral patches. And he could just get double the money of anyone else in the game. That's what Bar is. Which is what makes it so good, but also makes it so painful. Like we saw in, if you haven't seen it yet, I cast Cyril 1v2 against Diamond players. And he beat most of them. But at some point, you're limited by the sheer amount of max income you can get. And even 2 Diamond players they max out on that income with more units. And there's a supply limit and all that. But here, effectively none. Is that sort of matchmaking? Oh, there is no matchmaking. But it does try to balance the games. But what that means is you just have to accept that unless you're looking for a very specific, like, unless you're willing to find, like, a very specific, like, say, 20 to 30 rank, which is like the Diamond League, then there's going to be players who are Cyril, and then there's going to be players who are you on the ladder at the same time. And because of the fact you can scale your economy almost infinitely, a higher level player can take significant advantage of that. In fact, being able to roll over multiple low level players gives them more money. Even if it costs them units, they can just resurrect or reclaim and get more resources. Yeah, so if I'm not playing against AI, there's going to be significantly less commentary. Because on its face, it may seem simpler than SC2. But you can micro every single one of infinite units while managing a constantly fluctuating economy that you don't necessarily have the preparation for. So,
Please choose your
not
starting
to
location.
stress people out, but it is, in my opinion, much more complicated than SC2, especially since SC2 you can just be on autopilot for, well, like the first 5 minutes of the game. Yeah. Well, I guess if you play on the role-playing maps, like Supreme Straight, or Supreme whatever, and Glitters, which I absolutely hate. Of course, if you play on not those maps, a lot of people will flounder, but... role-playing maps, I mean, everybody has an opinion on what each role is supposed to play. What do you think is the equivalent OS for each rank? I mean, you can see the percentiles. Now, we're assuming the SC2 ranks work correctly, which they haven't in years, unfortunately. But, like, based on the... But, according to that, the top 10%, well, the top 20%, which is like Diamond and SC2, starts at like 20, ranked 20 or 22, something like that. Where is my...
Battle started.
Oh. Well, we actually got into it pretty quick. Whereas Masters, like top 5%, is around like rank 30. And then Gold is right around that 17 where you start. Wind map, but not as wind map. But again, there's a whole lot of variation because that rank 35 may just play backline on Supreme Isthmus
Low power.
and nothing else. Like, that might be their entire career, while also leaving lobbies that don't have teammates they like. Which is probably the one of the more efficient ways, if uninspired, to rank up. Chev is veteran rank? Yeah, just like people who've watched 5,000 hours of SC2 are automatically Grandmasters. It's great to base it on that. So the little rank icons, the chevrons on the side, are not indicative of any rank in any way. It's just how long you've played. Though, that's a better, like, for someone who hasn't really played many games, it's a better indicator than the first few rank matches, I guess. I think chevrons are the best indicator of whether someone's going to be upset if you're playing wrong. Also, I guess, experience. But, you know, two sides.
Enemy units detected. Low power.
Eat the energy crystal.
Units under attack. Unit lost. The whole team is wasting energy.
Yeah, we're gonna at least try to contest the center. We'll see, though. Spending money I don't have.
Friendly commander self-destructed. Unit received.
All right. Thank you. What a tick. No one taking that. Here we are.
Your team reached Tech 2. Units under attack. Unit received. Unit lost. Enemy commander destroyed.
Amazing. My own teammate's rocket. This is the team experience. 1.5 versus 3. Half is generous, I think.
Commander under attack.
Mm-hmm.
Unit received. Tech 2 unit spotted. Aircraft detected.
Amazing.
Low power. Commander
Could you finish? For 2 seconds.
Commander under attack.
Oh, fuck. That's why I have no meta. He generously queued up these metal extractors for me that I cannot afford.
Commander under attack.
I'm straight up not having a good time. Like,
Metal extractor.
everybody loves the great late game, but mostly it's just getting slapped around in the early game while watching everything else crumble. I think the AI is more my speed.
I am uncertain you deserve that.
What's the challenge to not fall asleep while playing? Maybe stave off the TikTok or hold off it for a few days so that way your attention span is more than 12 seconds.
Your dedication will be rewarded.
Just gotta practice.
43.
I'm not sure how to practice having 2 players with full army spam against 1. I mean, I guess if I'm good enough, I can practice getting bullied for long enough to win the game. We could have a turn. You're not playing eco meta? That's my bad. I'm gonna go continue to not give a fuck. No, I'm not. We might even win. It's just not fun for me. This is my normal PvP experience. Especially as someone streaming with no delay. Now, that's not a major factor, but sometimes.
Units under attack.
I want to be on stream. See if we can get anything off of that. I can't afford it, but I can't afford anything, so whatever.
Low power. Low power. Air transport spotted. Unit lost.
It's a bad idea.
Enemy commander destroyed. Tech 2 unit ready.
We have artillery on that high ground. Got as much as I can.
Friendly commander destroyed. Commander under attack.
Hmm.
Metal extractor lost. Base under attack. Radar lost. Commander under attack. Metal extractor lost. Commander under attack. Commander taking heavy damage. Friendly commander destroyed. You are overflowing metal.
Well. I don't know why I went for this. Yeah, it's gone. No support. They have sharpshooters. He just pushed it down the line.
Air transport detected.
Need some ticks or something, but yeah. You don't say. Like, they have the same thing, but also sharpshooters. What? How is this revealed?
The whole team is wasting energy.
I don't really see where the redeeming qualities are. Like, where we would, come back from. No one has a overwhelming amount of resources. You know what? I don't think we need to res these. That's not a useful part. Just eat them. Can we get a shot on the jammer? He has more jammers though.
I am uncertain you deserve that.
Tech 3 unit spotted.
Amazing.
Long-range plasma cannon detected.
Where's my T2 construction bot? I'm blind. Straight to... Ah, that's what happens when you don't have the ticks. Is immediately start getting my actual unit sniped. Did I not launch? I did. Not getting any easier. Oh my.
Metal extractor lost.
Didn't want that metal extractor anyway.
Your team reached Tech 3.
Maybe some static already on the ridge. With what money? And what constructors? And what vision? That they aren't going to snipe off with either more of the same units, or higher tech, or air control. All right. Let me in. Interesting. Did you win? If you liked and subscribed, I won. I blame for it's important to get your blame out there. And decide. Wait. Oh. I mean, well, against competent players, especially if they're focused, the early game is very stressful. And if it doesn't feel stressful, that's because you're doing it wrong. This map idea is really neat. To kill the middle. It's yeah. I like how descriptive it is.
I am uncertain you deserve that.
Technically, you can spawn in the middle. What is the grace period? Wait, what flavor of this are we playing? A whole... I think this is the nuttiest. It's been a bit. Thanks to everyone who was in the game in the last game for chiming in on the stream. Good to see we got a lot of viewers out there. But, yeah, intense game. Wait, are metal extractors disabled? Let me see. Yes. All right. So, what's the difference between vanilla and nutty? Nutty, no metal extractors, a whole bunch of changes to like the turrets and stuff. The raptors are more dangerous in most cases. So, that is why nobody's going to be building metal extractors. And also, well, I don't know if there's multiple queens set. We'll see. Your build turret can reach into mid. I don't know if you can move the build turret anymore, but not too close. So close, but not too close. We'll see how bad it gets. You can only generate metal through conversion. That and the raptors. The raptors are made out of metal. So, oh, sorry.
Battle started.
Also, you start with 10k. Oh, it's grid time.
team reach Tech 2.
What is the build speed here? I think we have pretty much all the buffs enabled though too.
I am uncertain.
It does seem like it.
Tech 2 unit ready.
Gotta start converting. Alright, wait, what's the wind here? Not great. Build power is crazy right now. One more wait, do we have the ability to build other labs? It looks like yes, but I'm just gonna stick to the Legion for now. Yeah, definitely a massive build power buff here. Let's see. Can make some of the basic defense. Honestly, let's just get some air cons. I wasn't sure. How much of an option that would be. But it's very much an option. Yeah. The Legion have their own model. Honestly, a big buff in this mode is having their own model for air cons. It was kind of annoying to figure out. Wait, we have tier 3 converters as well. Yeah. Which I believe are also more efficient. Hazardous, as in they will explode and take everything nearby with them. So, yeah. Getting all this set. Hazardous is pretty much, this will blow up your base if they kill it. So be fucking careful. Or regular careful. Either way. I'm just gonna start setting up. I'm definitely gonna have the highest aggro. So you can see in the top right, that's a widget. One of them very many. So the raptors, they're Factorio biters, alright? The energy creates pollution. Higher tech energy creates proportionally more pollution. They, for some reason, don't like that. So once the grace period, such as it is, though if we attack them, they would attack back, is over, they will proportionately go for whoever's polluting most. And including the... So, like, tier 1 is 1 point per point of energy. Tier 2 is like 4. Tier 3 is like 12 or something. Don't know the exact numbers, but it's proportionally more. And then, if we survive long enough, we get to face the queen. Or queens, really, depending on what the settings are. I don't know exactly right now. You can go up to 20 last I checked, but I think they may have added more. I'm gonna need some anti-air. The Legion anti-air is probably the best, in my opinion. The Pluto anti-air minigun. But also the Dragon Constitutions here can fire at air relatively accurately because they're railguns. The Bastions, on the other hand, are anti-ground. As is probably kind of obvious. Let's see, we can get Air Constructor and no satellite?
You are overflowing.
I don't know if maybe it's the mode. Overflowing metal. Can I get the... Do we still have super metal storage? Indeed. Put it back here. As well as super energy storage. These are limited to 3, again, unless it's changed, but they're like 10 times as much storage as well. Do we have T4? Yes, there are T4 construction turrets. See if the gantry has decoy comms as well. Shields. Also gonna get shields. Protecting the eco stuff. So, yes. Get a few of those. I heard a thing.
You are overflowing metal.
Well.
Tech 3 unit ready.
Uh-oh. Well, okay. Off we go then. My Olympus is, well, well, off it goes. Mm-hmm. That should keep him busy. I'm just gonna get rid of these. Honestly, Starfall. It can hit easily from the back the entirety. What? Did it just finish? Sure, why The build power on these turrets is madness. Just bullying now.
You are overflowing metal.
I hope this is overkill. We'll see. Apparently we don't need anti-nuke. I hope that's why we don't have it. They're coming. Gonna get some of these to reclaim out front. This is in case of they'll sometimes send in drop pods, so. Actually using units out there. Could probably throw some other stuff in. Wait, do we have super shields? We do. Start adding those. We need way more build power. I'm gonna just expand it out here. This is where we're gonna put the main eco. And again, if they get past this, our base is fucked anyway, so. Are Olympus larger than they were? They used to be a pretty even. I mean, I'm not here to judge, but that's not necessarily true. Can I make chimeras myself? Looking. I don't think so. I could. I mean, I could build on location Praetorians, I guess. Whoop, got shot down immediately. The commander can build. Well, the decoy can build chimeras, yeah, why not? Having a tough time over there. Wait, what? You can build? I thought you could only build one. Apparently you can build at least that many air cons, like the orbital constructors. Oh, well, probably should do that. Okay, I don't think he's gonna make it back. Yeah. That's not even the person who was lagging, it's just a different guy left. Wait, what? Wait, what? What does he have up there? I can't build anymore. How you get so many epic aircon? It won't let me build it, like I'm reaching the limit. They're supposed to, well, last I played only one per faction. Build a lot of T3 air, then build epic aircon in exact moment. Wait, so not intended then. So it's not something he's I think exploiting the build queue. Okay. Yeah, I think he's building a bunch of gantries, and then before he builds one, he just builds all. All right, I don't think that's supposed to happen. I don't need them. Well, the reason you're not supposed to have it because it starts breaking things. To have too much, like, it could very much lag the shit out of the game. Then again, this entire game mode is intended on that, so. Oh, is that a scav boss? Yeah. I don't know if chimeras can fire through the bastions. I think we're gonna find out. Let there be light. Can they fire through the Plutos? Alright. We got, like, way too many Starfalls lined up, but because of the extra bonus. Hold fire. Everyone hold fire. And then... I mean, I guess I could stagger it, but it's cooler if you don't. That it right? Just make sure I have hundreds of thousands of energy banked up for each volley. How many queens? 8 queens arrive in 18 minutes to whatever's left. Here I go. It will also hit air if it's close enough. Half the calamities are hitting the hill. I think some of them are hitting his units as well. More. Give me more. Wait, what? The queens are here. What? Hey! Well, that was not 18 minutes. Did we kill too many? That may have been it. We've arrived! Oh, D-gun! Commander! But wait, there's more. Uh-oh. We need to... I'll just make sure I have some of the construction turrets locked onto the comm. Repeat. D-gun. I don't even remember what kind of D-gun I have. Anyways, get off my lot. Come on. I have just built the mosquitoes. She eated me. Gotta be low. 9%. 8. Wait, I'm back. I have a res. I forgot. I think she still one-shots me. Well, several percents left on this. It's fine. It had 2,000 HP more than it needed, is what I'm getting from this. May sound like a lot, but for reference, my commander had 60k and got one shot by the queen, so... Hold fire. Wait, hold fire. And then... Everything in that general area, please. Is that the... Oh, there's still a few. Like, we're not in the fun, like, do whatever you want zone yet. We need to make some blocks. I don't want to fire the Starfalls anywhere near the base there. The tentacles. Epic mosquitoes. Four out of 8. Come on. I'm building these partially just as defense. Yeah, that's a bit optimistic. Is she resistant to Chimera? Not quite. We can also get maybe the Phoenixes. I don't know, whatever. Something new that she's not resistant to. Make sure we spread it out. Many of them will just get knocked out before they get close, but she's still at 30%. The anti-air is pretty limited. She's in... Well, I have a full block of... Feels like they're much more reliably popping out of the air pad now. I don't know if something was changed, but it looks like you no longer have to wait for them to clear the pad. No! At least not nearly as much. This is not doing enough damage. %80 resist to the Bastion. %22. Get off my lawn. I'm just building the... Because she's already resistant. Oh, there she goes. Fuck! Oh, that's a bit problematic. Somehow it chained. I think it may have triggered the converters, which hit the fusions, which hit everything else. Well, clean start. All right, so. There's still 2 queens. It's fine. The Scav Commander has 300 kills. Yeah. We'll see. How long's that gonna take? That's too long. 1.5 minutes. Oh yeah. I technically have little to no anti-air. I guess I still have some of the dragon constitutions there. They're still holding, for what it's worth. I'm getting hit with the random EMPs. What are you firing at? That general area. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. You know, maybe I should have gotten the Scav boss. And again, I didn't expect the entire base to explode, to be fair to me. So the queen does regen over time. It appears their health went up, though they're losing all the reinforcements. All right, gonna exploit. Hmm. 90% and 53%. We're gonna, yeah. Get the air cons on everything. Uh-oh. I think we're not gonna have as much time as I hoped. Also, some are breaking through now. That one's still at 87% up there. Oh, fuck. No. No, repairs. I don't have any shields. The acid spray. Ah! Not like this. Fusion is still okay for now. I keep seeing the explosions, but those are just the epic Tyrannus going down. So, there's one at 10%, and then the one at... This one's at 90%. Okay, what is she not resistant to? Are there any, Calamity, Bastion, Epic Bulwark, Epic Pulsar? Basilisk is only 73%. Basilica is 0%. Wait, no, Basilica is 70%, but... What is... Bastion's 95, Olympus is 81. Resistant to ground units. If you can do enough damage, she starts becoming resistant to it. So, like, grunts will probably be fine, but will grunts do enough damage to matter? It'd be impressive if they did. Oh my. Well, units, basic units don't become resistant, so... Yeah, get out there, Commander. So get the Bastions. There's one Queen at full HP left. Oh, shit. And it might come down to that. To be honest. I need shields. Ah, fuck. And that means all the rest are going to be concentrated here. Now we got a game. Oh shit. Double shit. Quadruple shit. I didn't expect them to come in from this side. The Queens win. I don't know what. Oh, they re-expanded. I don't know how it came to this. I treat it as a foregone conclusion. But instead, the hubris. I can't tell how many commanders are left. I've had that bug a few times. Alright, to the ends of the earth. Well, the Queen exploded, and my fusion was too close. I honestly didn't think the Queen would get that close, but... Also, they spawned with 18 minutes left. I think we killed too many of their bases. I think they spawn quicker if you kill a bunch of their buildings. It seems to be what happened. Come and get me. I'm trying to die. 2 commanders remain. Go down fighting! No more hubris. I was having fun with it. All right, too much fun, if you would. Where I wasn't caring about the build setup. But apparently, there needs to be a lot more caring. Also, the Starfalls were unnecessary because you can't wipe them out. You just gotta kill the queens. They will keep rebuilding, even from one hatchery, until you kill the queens. It does limit the spawns, but it also angers them. Having this, if I trigger like 3 or 4 Starfalls right at the front instead of it, but it looks so cool, didn't it? But I think just having the Starfalls staggered on the ramp instead is obviously better. But I think he was lag. He may still be in the game fighting because I think he was several minutes behind in lag. Team size 12, but it's designed for 8. There's clearly 8 ramps on this one. Oh no. Raptor Crater is the one for like 12 or 16, I forget. We're gonna... the lasers are so good. We're gonna try the Cortex com. See if it's still the battle com.
Please choose your starting location.
Okay. And so... where is... That's the economy zone. Everything in front is the defense zone. That will be my construction turret zone. And we're gonna stuff as much in... I don't think you need that many epic fusions with these settings. It's literally just kind of... This is almost literally just SimCity. Like, unlimited resources, but limited space. Yeah, the old meta was mass behemoth. And then... Get your lines out of my face. But eventually, well, this is just unlimited resources. Now we're ready. I'm not gonna bother with the basic construction bots here. I need to force start. Oh no.
Battle started. Tech 2 unit ready. Your team reached Tech 2.
And so to begin. As I realize now, we're still gonna need the converters. Well. Converters first. Nailed it. Perfect. We cannot go straight to... Honestly, yeah, just reclaim. Beautiful. A little bit too far.
Friendly player lagging behind.
That did not take long. Just adapting to the actual resource. Whatever. What is it? The massive build turret? Part of many of the PvE modes. Just to jumpstart it. Whole lot of build power. And range, most important.
New subscriber detected.
Thank you.
Can I have one of your waifu slots?
Friendly player caught up.
No waifus allowed. New rules. Alright, in this economy. What are you doing, bro? Did he just fire a single shot? Who just fired a... What have you done? You're gonna anger them! He's over here firing off a plasma cannon. You know what? I'm flipping my perspective. That seems more accurate. This way the UI doesn't block as much. Gonna assist with storage. Why make walls out of metal when you can make walls out of metal? Wait, how much HP does a tier 2 wall have? Less than a metal storage, so therefore... Though, I mean the density.
Your team reached Tech 3.
The Armada energy storage is actually the best because it's physically smaller. In fact, I'm gonna get the some of the I'm gonna get that set because you can get the other factions. It just costs more to get the constructors. So, gonna get the full board here. Buffet table of constructors. Though I'm gonna prefer the, and you can get a quota of each,
You
so
are
that.
overflowing metal.
Oh, simmer. So that way you always have some of each. But when you select construction turrets or anything else, it is specific to faction, even if they have the same functionality. So. The Cortex also has the strongest super shield. The tier 2 shielding. More costly, but it shields more HP. So.
Tech 3 unit ready.
Get out of there, Commander, before I actually wall you off. Getting the E storage. We're gonna make them Cortex aircons there. Does the build turret have collision now? Good to know. Still 4 full minutes. Alright, plenty of time. Wait, what is this? This is a Legion reactor? How did I make a Legion? What the fuck? Okay, well, we're gonna have to take that kind of serious in a moment. We're gonna get the backup defenses here, the shields. Alright. Get the extra hardened
I
shields.
am uncertain you deserve
Get
that.
some turrets.
You are overflowing metal.
Just get these out of the way now. Where's my Legion
Your
aircons?
team is wasting metal.
Putting all that together. Commander in the way of things. In a good way. And we still have some of these. Super shields. There's a bit of that terrain there, but gonna get the rockets behind the wall up. Make sure it's turned the right direction. Armada Supercons.
Enemy units detected.
I don't know what we're gonna do with this area. We're just gonna get rid of these for now. I don't think I need more e-storage at the moment. Can I bring this terrain back down? We can just put more rockets there. Oh, yeah, I guess radar. Can do the same with Legion. No, not the plant. Supercons. Really pushing. I'm not ready yet to go that far. Oh, quite a bank. Move the commander into the front to start farming. Well, that'll certainly, you know, that's certainly gonna get them rustled up, isn't it? If we destroy all of it, that could be a problem. Wait, the queens? Ah, shit. They've done it again. Alright. I should have been ready for this. Oh lord, they're coming. Whether you like it or not. I'll get some of these. I got the basilisk. Down goes one. So they killed, I think, so many hives that they triggered it. Yeah. Gonna get the atomic bombers as well. Super atomic bombers. Oh, that's something. How much is it? How much space is that gonna take? Not too much. So just fly these. Do not. Whoa! Let's go. Send the bombers. I think we got a few off. Oof. Yeah, some of them are landing. 34%. More shields. Still not enough. %. $17. $12. Oh, come on. And now if she dies, it's a problematic position as well. Well, let's make sure we have some storage over here, hopefully. Well, I don't think that's gonna matter. Come and get me! 5%. No, over here. Come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on. I don't know why, but well, couple storages. Amazing. I'm not gonna make it, but... Oh, she lived. That was just my base dying. Amazing. So, we triggered the queens 20 minutes early. Again. And now we're dying horribly. Again. Who would have thought? No one could have predicted this outcome. Queens have resistance? No, resistance is damage reduction. It's up to 95%. So if a plasma cannon does 100 damage, just relative, then it'd be not only 5 damage. Thing is, like, in comparison to a plasma cannon, most units are doing like 6 damage anyways. So, but yeah, it's up to 95, which means that things like plasma cannons in tier 3 are still usually better. And also, smaller units just die when they get within spitting distance of the queen. Somewhat literally. Like so. Unfortunately, all my defenses were at the front, and the queen went through my teammate. Usually the weakest part of my base. This is true in all the games. Well, it's close, but I don't know. They're still really right in the heart of the base. There's an epic fusion there. There's less than one queen of health between them. Unfortunately. Yeah, she occasionally spawns groups of units, which include healers. There are healer raptors mixed in. So if you're not constantly clearing, she will heal over time. You can actually, I can resign and look at all the... What is happening? Is she getting deconstructed by the epic... Yes? But... It's not enough.
Battle ended.
So if you destroy too many buildings, the queens get angry and spawn much earlier. Which, you know, I don't blame him. I think long-range artillery is mostly fine, but it's trying to send 30 battle cruisers over it. Is it possible to win? It is. You just gotta destroy the queens. This is harder than the like full metal version of the map because of both the
I'm uncertain
terrain
you deserve that.
and the early proximity, but again, it's like unlimited resource time, so. The new scab zombies. They're zombies. Alright. It's coming a lot of I don't think you need... The fusions are going at the very back. Okay. No more pretending like I need more than like 4. They're gonna be... If they die, they still are gonna take the whole base, but... The idea will be minimize the chance of them dying and before I lost everything else. Is there someone sitting in the corner? Yes. Scary to be in the front. Wait, are we going arm? I think the Cortex was good. It's just, again, need coverage on all sides.
Battle started.
Still gonna go T2 right off the bat.
Low power.
Can eat these crystals. For that tasty energy. Did we change the settings? I don't think so. Just have literally no...
2 unit ready. Your team reached Tech 2.
Yeah, well, there's the energy. No, I'm realizing now I have no metal. Genius. How much are these? Actually, way too much. Is anybody overflowing? No, not really. I made a huge mistake. We need a few of these first. I keep misunderestimating. Give me the metal back from this. Still just need the tier 2s. The overflow goes to the team. Yeah. Now turn off the stream.
You are overflowing metal.
Don't subsidize my mistakes. Yeah, that's probably the smarter way to do it. Better.
Low power.
Well, to an extent. The struggle bus. I think it's because we have such a multiplier that I'm way off on when I'm supposed to be building. I'm blaming having too much money now. That's my excuse. Real issue, though. I do like how the converters light up when they're actually being used. If they keep flickering on and off, that means you definitely don't have enough energy.
Low power.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you can also see it up top. Obviously. Need a lot of energy to build the fusions. Plenty of time. Sure.
The whole team is wasting energy.
It's not bad. We get the Armada constructors for the energy. Storage, that is. I guess the regular storage as well is fine, or the metal storage is fine as well.
team reached Tech 3. You are overflowing metal.
I heard bullets. Some sort of plasma cannon.
Tech 3 unit ready.
Hmm. All right. Almost done. Straight into the storage. Getting the construction turrets. On the super storages in that back most protected corner. As we've seen the results of not doing that several times now.
You are overflowing metal.
I'm working on it. Gonna get the epic pulsars. Also good for straight up a walling. Get rid of the liabilities. Well, more of the liabilities. So to begin, well, that's not an ideal start. Unit cap? What? One thou. Well, that's a bit not. Huh. Well, we gotta go a little lighter on the... Yeah, I can't build. I didn't realize the unit cap was so low. Only 1,000? I have 216. I got 300 rockets. We're gonna have to be more efficient with it. I'm reclaiming my rocket turrets and we'll just build massive bulwarks, I guess. I still like the... I already reclaimed a lot of the, all the basic stuff. Huh. So I've got 750 unit cap to work with. Part of the benefit of the rocket turrets is they fire over the construction turrets. But I guess we'll cross that struggle when we come to it. Yeah, I guess the next best defense is the pulsars. Which can be essentially bunkered. If you deactivate them, they get a damage reduction, and they already have a huge amount of HP, so they can survive for a long time. looked bad. Max units. Units are any entity, including buildings. Well, that's why I've reached the unit camp with only... Make sure these are not in a unsafe location then. So far, every game has been ended by the queen getting to my fusions prematurely, so... Or, well, prematurely is at any point, but... in my opinion. Let's move this. Get out of the way, Commander. I'm making mass behemoth. Plenty of build power here. Let's see. I need... Yeah, we're gonna get the pulsars. Again, to physically block. $857. Okay. I guess we're just gonna delete these, and if I need them, I'll rebuild them. It's just gonna have to be a snap defense, though. I think I can fit some shields back there near the lava. Just making sure that... So the larger shield generators explode when they die. The smaller ones only do an EMP. So it stuns, but it doesn't chain react as easily, at least. That's why smaller shields are sometimes better. Let's see, the DPS of the Olympus, 89. What about the Basilisk, 125? And then the Basilica, 123. So they also have a range difference. Olympus is 4,800. Basilisk 4,950. The Basilica is a smaller footprint. Like, you can jam more of them in, which is why it has its own advantages. They're pushing each other forward. I don't actually want them to do that. Oh yeah, Scav Boss. Oh my god, it's building so fast. Would you stop? Can you have more than one? Don't think so. Would be having a whole bunch of nukes ready? Nukes actually don't do that much damage. So nukes do like, well, don't do. They do like 50,000 damage. Queens have several million HP, and they get resistance once things do enough damage. So... and also they heal. Also the queens have anti-nuke. There are anti-nuke tentacles out there that fire off interceptors. I'm actually out of resources, which is kind of crazy. I found a way. The Scav Boss costing 1 million metal. Answered earlier, but you can see in the top right corner the objective. And it's to defeat the queens. Which should happen in 19 minutes or less, depending on if we anger them too much. So I'm still at 60 FPS, but not everyone is, which is why the game's slowing down. Alright. I assume I can't build more. Disappointed. I'm not building juggernauts because juggernauts explode when they die. And if you have enough juggernauts jammed into a small space and they all start exploding. Yep, they're gonna get all rustled up soon, I think. Gonna fill out the unit count with long-range plasma cannons. Yes, this is a rerun. You can subscribe and see that it won't show up because it's a rerun. Well, I think we're about to trigger them, but we may be ready this time. Well, hopefully. They've arrived! Let's see. But in the face of 124 behemoths and one scavenger boss already becoming resistant to behemoths. Yeah. Well, we haven't destroyed any yet. Behemoth's at 95%. Becoming resistant to Scavenger Boss V4_epic. Yeah. So, another benefit of the Behemoths is they're so physically large. They block the queens from moving to an extent. Again, I'm at 50 FPS, but the game is slowing down because otherwise too many people would not be able to. Like, essentially they would be at a different time behind, lagging behind. So that's how it handles people lagging most of the time. If it gets too bad, they'll just be literally physically behind. But I think we may have cause to want to shore this up here. There goes one. Yes, microing behemoths, like microing the ocean. No, no, no! You shall not pass! She can't. Oh. My gantry's got EMP'd. No more. Oh, she's still at full HP over there. But you gotta physically block. Pulling back to literally jam up. Ah! No. So the Tyrannuses explode when they die, which can be problematic. The traffic jam strat here. You know, we can also just make sure over here. I'm only gonna build like 15. I'm not gonna put them on repeat just in case though. Yeah, I'm afraid that they might break through over here, so I need to physically block. Same with over here. No one has the sheer mass that I'm able to bring to the table. Alright. I've been cultivating it for years. You? Technically, so it's like a collision level. I'm actually running out of metal. Crazy. My gantries! Doesn't look that low over there either. May have to disable those pulsars momentarily. can make a round of bombers or two. I'm still very high on the units. The physical unit limit. This one's successfully jammed. This is getting a little dicey over here, isn't it? Uh-huh. No! How are you getting through? Whatever happened to my... Oh, the scav boss is still going, too. Is there another Queen North? We're down to only like 100 behemoths. She got through all of them. She has to be low, under 20% now. Gonna... Yeah. Unfortunately, I suspected it may come to this. We planned for such an eventuality, though. Bring out the D. Commander, holding. I have my construction turrets locked on. I don't know if that'll be enough. I don't think it will. I'm not getting enough heals. We got her. The front fell, but we're still... Oh wait, there's a... Where did she come from? Oh, fuck. Another one? See if we can drag her away. Wait, we need to repair the comm. We got her over there. This is why we have so many shields. Oh no, the phoenixes are gonna melt my own base. I didn't think about that. Stop! I mean, whatever. This is why we designed it like this. Is my commander still alive? Oh, it just respawned. Something's melting. Get over there, behemoths. She's at 78%. There go my converters. I think everybody else will overflow enough metal for me, though. You could have multiple scav boss that use the same thing as, like, the other gantry. I think so. No, command! I still have my scav boss. %3 on that. And then there was one. Let's see. Can I fit any more shields back there? Yeah. And then... wait. Depower the pulsars. So they have the maximum defensive capability. He's at 50%, but this time humanity will prevail, it seems. Their CPUs, maybe not. She's still at 55%, which is concerningly high. What? Oh, the Tyrannus chain reaction. They're all dying. And taking each other with them. That's what's happening. And also the server's exploding. Is another big part of it. I know. With enough construction turns, you can just reclaim the queen. Wait, are these walls? No, wait, what are those are just corpses. Still only 52%. Did I lose the scav boss somehow? No. It's, doing things. Oh no. They actually have, they rebuilt the base over here, or rebuilt a base. And look at the spawns, oh my. I think because we wiped out everything in the center. Why are you building a super fusion there? Are you crazy? Reclaim. Wait, I thought you could reclaim. Reclaim queen. What are those coming across? Oh, those are juggernauts. Those units that look like grunts? No, those are juggernauts. $44. I feel like the health might be set a little high. Pretty limited on the anti-air, aren't they? Might need to physically wall it off. We're getting there. What the hell? I think that was just a massive chain reaction of juggernauts. So, yeah, resistant to pretty much everything that hits harder than a full noodle. I mean, maybe we can get the, I'm not seeing the rats. Wait. Oh, these are like weak gantries or something. They don't have all the units. Whatever. How about some titans? Pump out a few casual titans. Thing is, like the DPS. For example, the Scav does 150,000. Titan at 1,000. So even 5% of 150,000 is still more than the Titan. Dragons. I don't know why there are two types of dragons. I don't know what the difference is, to be honest. But we'll build them. Somehow she got pushed all the way out of the base. Oh no, they're getting close. I think they're just having issues, like, actually firing at targets. Like, picking a target and firing at it. I got so many dragons. Go get her. Oh my. Do Tyrannus have heat beams now? Does seem so. Much more legion-y. Jesus, that's a lot of damage. I'm the only one with a positive aggression level, alright? I've been so angry at the Raptors. Send the dragons! What are these? Are those are the assimilators, I think, yeah. The experimentals. It keeps looking, but that's our units exploding. Yeah, I think it's partially because we played on the Australia server. It almost... So this is an Australian server. I think got grandfathered in. I didn't realize till after we started. And almost no one here. We have one Australian. Or is that New Zealand? I mean, close enough, right? So... 22%. I have no idea. Like, we are... This is several thousand, like, tier 4 units. She's still at 22%. Would you die? Now, immune to the dragons. Let's see. Can you build? Yeah, you can build Sol Invictus out of it. Sol Invictus as well. How about Astraeus? A bit. You know what? What can we really... Myrmidons! Just gonna get Praetorians. It's my new flavor. She's still at 20%. It's getting to the point of like, I mean, this is turning around again. 19. I've done 100 million damage. Bet like half of it is to this one queen. We need to turn these off. Turn off the pulsars. What happened here? How is this? What bounced? Something crashed? I think there's still some they may have rebuilt in the corner. I still have some behemoth gemmed in over here from the before times. Becoming resistant to meatball. That's never a good sign. No one is resistant to meatballs. Everybody loves meatballs. How about Demon? Which actually have insane DPS, but they're also very little HP compared to much of the rest. Yay, I got her resistant to Praetorians. That's a win, right? That means I was doing some damage. Why am I losing pieces of the base? They're just like spontaneous. Is that like... It seems like there's debris flung out. Okay, so resistant to Praetorians. We're gonna switch it up to Daedalus. There's so many dead behemoths that I can't move. I need to salvage them. Yeah, I need to literally salvage all this wreckage because it's blocking my units. It's physically blocking, like, they're trying to find a path through it. And that's the issue. Let's see. Why am I not just building construction turrets and then using them for reclaim? I mean, that also creates pathing issues, but... These guys are just like, ah, fuck it. Gotta go around. This is a unique problem to have. Huh. The wreckage being the physical blocker. She's in the lava. That might be help. Wait, is she? Also, I'm not actually sure if the lava matters. Alright, trying to clear up the space. Epic grunt. These things have so much. This has 500,000 metal, so... Three... Yeah, it might be a bit much on the... Two... I think the queen health up there is total between all 8 queens. Because the individual queen health is a widget. But that's like the total of 8 queens health that's left. Which is obviously very little as there's 1. Oh, will she get the epic fusions before we're done? Yep. It's over. So, yeah, to my understanding, the way the resistance works is there's 100 resistance, like we'll say damage reduction. It's spread across all the queens, and then it gets boiled down. Each successive queen that dies transfers its resistance. So like at the start, they have like 10 armor each, but then by the end, the last queen has the full 95%. Can you degun the wreckage? Yes, if you have a commander. Which I was lacking in. I'm gonna play the zombies, maybe at some point soon. Oh, there, yeah. The jammed into the very corner. But had to go out on a win. Right, short stream, I know. I've got a lot to work on. Bar and otherwise. Well, actually... not bar for a couple days, but yeah. make sure to check it out. I do recommend the PvE modes if you get tilted in PvP, like players I won't name. Winter. But the PvE modes, honestly, better than pretty much anything but SC2 co-op, I think, when it comes to the details. And even then, you do have to look around and kind of figure it out and wrangle the lobby straight out of 2007. It's not even sarcasm. I believe it is literally 2007, the whole system. Eventually, maybe, will be updated. But once you wrap your head around it a bit. Played much co-op. You can also play with yourself, if you'd like. You can play any of the PvE modes. Though you might have to adjust the settings a bit in order to make it work. Now, I'm not saying playing with allied commanders. You can literally play 1v, the queens. Though it is an adjustment. Sometimes I like doing that as well. Also, if your PC is better than most, you can take advantage of that. But, thank you. Tried and got dunked. Yeah, you got it. There's a lot of settings tweaking that is done in many ways, in many matchups. But, otherwise, thank you for watching. Make sure to check out the new bar video if you haven't yet. Somehow scaling it up even more. Be doing some more soon. TM, but otherwise, I hope I made your day a little bit better. Hope to see you next time. See you soon, probably. See you tomorrow. Good luck, have fun. Stay tuned.